Shalom everyone, I hope that you're doing fantastic. So I'm just jumping in here to do some random readings because I'm bored. I don't have anything else to do. So anyway, here I am. I'm going to do earth and water combo. If you're returning, welcome back. If it's your birthday, happy anniversary and all of that. Sorry guys, I'm really tired. I've been up for a long time, so just be patient with me on these readings. If you are new, I just get on my channel and I just chit chat with my audience. I'm really personable and I show you all sides of who I am. The good, the bad, the ugly, you get it all. And you don't have to question with me. So anyway, welcome if you stay. I could come across religious, but I'm not. I totally am calling upon the one and only who is inhabiting the universe, and that is Jehovah, and he is to be praised and he is to be feared. And that is the beginning of our wisdom. And so anyway, like I said, that's who I am asking at the hand of when I do my readings, because he knows everything and his eyes go to and fro in the earth and he's watching us and he knows everything. And he's our salvation. He's our Yeshua. And anyway, he's also the lifter of our head, even in the midst of really hard energy. We just have to accept that he knows all things before it even happened. Okay? And anyway, so that's kind of in a nutshell who I am. Let's go ahead and take a look at this combo reading for earth and water. So you could have that energy that could be, you know, a sun, moon, or rising, or a Venus, or whatever, or however that combo is working for you. Just take it as you need to. So let's get started. And by the way, I don't look at astrology, but I do understand how the weather up there works. And not a lot of people know their chart, and I just know it because the divine took me in that route. But I don't study astrology or anything like that. If I do come across something and I hear about something, I take it. It's, you know, sometimes the divine will, you know, have me listen to something. It's been a while since he's done that, but anyway, if you do, you do. That's your business, but I don't. But I do understand my chart, and I do understand how things work and all that kind of stuff. And some people do know about their sun, moon, and Venus and all that kind of stuff. So, anyway, just wanted to say that for whatever. I just felt like saying it. All right, Jehovah, I just appreciate you. Thank you for water and earth energy. What is the energy that you want to bring out about this energy together? What is the let me move some stuff out of the way here. I should have been more prepared. I just got a lot going on energetically, guys. All right, what do you want to talk about, Jehovah? For water and earth. I thank you that you bind, block, and rebuke all negative, dry, wicked, dark forces, and you command them to be shoved right down to the pit of the earth. And I thank you for rebuking that. Jehovah rebuke you. Boy, I've sure seen that stork come out a lot today, actually. Jehovah, thank you for your wisdom, your knowledge, and your understanding. So this is a transition. This is something new. This is births and pregnancies and announcements with the stork. This is beginnings of something. This can be inspiration for some people. Some type of occasion is occurring here. We also have blockages coming out with the mountains. Well, that can go back to obstacles and barriers and challenges. Like I said, there's this ambitions, enemies, dangers can also be here. Problems. You know, if you're having birth problems, I send you love and light. That's what it could be showing. Or enemies. You know, stork. If we just want to be real general, children. Okay, maybe you're having enemies with your children, somebody that you did birth, or something like that's gone on. We've been seeing a lot of that type of energy right out of your own home, right? We got death in the grave. Boy, I sure seen this. I sure seen the grave come out quite a bit. This transformation endings. So we got endings and beginnings and births and blockages and enemies and obstacles coming out here. And then we also have the sun coming out. And wow, this is big energy coming out. This is insight. inside about death, inside about blockages and children and beginnings and the enemies and all that kind of stuff is really showing up here. The sun's supposed to be confident and happy and it's glory and fame, but it's also pride and ego. And that kind of stuff get knocked down every time. We got endings right here. Big time endings with these. I mean, look, people, the divine does not like pride and ego. His eyes are on it to bring it down every time. And we got the grave here. We've got little children that have died because of enemies and blockages and pride. That's showing up here in a very big way. We have the lilies because of a lack of wisdom and virtue. Let's go back to virtue. And a lack of being sensitive. A lack of having peace on the inside. Well, if you got enemies and blockages, you don't have no peace. You're only gonna find peace when you face the truth and let the sunshine in and face what's taking place and let this death ending be something that will turn out to be something transformative in a positive way and have a new birth in something fresh and new. And then you got your vitality here, right? Because this is a harmony card. You either gonna get in harmony or you're not. You either can or you won't or you never will, because there's death here. I don't know what else to say. We got, heavy energies coming out here. Okay, let's see if I can get this in the frame a little bit better. So that's huge. Let me take some Hebrew on this. Do it like that. There we go. What would you like to say to water and earth energy, Yehovah? I inquire at your hand because you know all things. The lily card can also go back to like the hermit, really analyzing things. So we have the riddle coming out. Well, the riddle begins by dividing the hearer from the listener and by creating the riddle. The riddle ends with the answer, untying the two. But let me just say something. You can't really untie anything that the divine has put together. You just can't. If something's still meant to be, even in death, it still will be there, because you can't separate spirit from spirit. That's huge. That's huge. They talk about the 3D world and the 4D and the 5D, and we should live in the 5D, which is the spirit, and the New Testament talks about that as well. When you learn how to live in the 5D, then you're never separated from what was supposed to be for you or with you from the beginning of time. It will never be separated, because you understand that when you are walking in the spirit, out of spirit, whatever, people in this little 3D realm, because they don't get it. They just don't get, they got blockages in their head. That thing would never be separated. People in the 5D realize that out of nothing at all, something can be, created just like that. That death energy go back to created energy out of nothing at all. But it will also be from the same source or spirit that people down here try to separate. You can't separate the spirit from spirit. The only difference with the spirit is the negative, the wicked energy spirits that are fallen. They can't get up. But if you're in the truth, you'll always be in the truth, and the truth will always be available to you in any form that the truth can be what's the word I'm trying to use? That it can be grasped or manifested, I guess is a good word. Anyway, it's only the idiots that can't get this stuff. That stuff will never faze you. This kind of stuff where people want to try to separate you from family and all that kind of stuff, because of a lower vibration that other people have been in and didn't get the 5D. That's what causes death really to occur in the natural form. Because when you're really alive, you never die. You just never die, people. Anyway, that's just, learn that lesson, people. Really learn that lesson. So we got a group here, and we got groups that are on a lower vibration and groups that are on higher vibrations. Okay, so a crowd is here. A council is here. We also have a stoning type of energy. Well, we got the grave here, people. You're going to walk in that lower level energy. You're really stoning yourself. You're just in that stone age. Okay, we've come up a lot higher and learning a lot of things. And Anyway, that's really coming out of my spirit. What else you want to say, Divine? So we have hidden in a box. Well, some people are hidden in the grave box, or they've been cremated in a box. Something's hidden in a box. Forgiveness is here. Hospitality is here. We have something that is prominent. This is that goes back to this. This is prominent. That's prominent. That will be prominent. What was will be, and it will always be if you're living in the 5D. Okay, and you'll find grace there every time when you walk in the spirit and in the light as He is in the light. Because we do have the light and we have the darkness here with both of these energies. It's really up to you how you want to look at things. We have an owner of a dog here as well, and the dog energy can go back to loyalty and companionship and friends and closeness and counselor energy and stuff like that, and being satisfied. But we have something very prominent here, and forgiveness should be very, very prominent. Okay, we got some people shaking, or had been, because we got enemies here, shaking and trembling with fear. And some people are shaking and trembling in anger. Well, you're going to have to figure something out here. If you're in fear, your worst fear will come up on you. It really will. Okay? If you're in anger, I get it. At the same time, vent it out, but be in truth about it. Okay? So somebody really trembling and afraid and quaking, and only you can make a thing right and face your fears and get up and be victorious day and night from here on out, because you've come awake to something. You've come out of the darkness into the light, had a new birth, and told your enemy to take a flight. Okay? And use your wisdom, man, for something positive. Anyway, this energy is coming out. It's really coming through my spirit. I don't mean to be, it could sound a little preachy, but it's just coming out of me that way. It is what it is. This is for water and earth. Jehovah, this is for water and earth. What do you want to say to water and earth energy? So we have some type of, this is the lower energy of a competition. What's the competition? This is the fighting and carrying on and the brainstorming with other people and this lower level energy. People don't grow up here. They just don't grow up here. Okay? We need to change, people. You either turn around, take the cups, or you sit there and quake in fear, and I guess you get ate up by whatever's eating you up here anyway. You're already, I guess you get to be a part of that group that's in the stupid riddle trying to separate something that really could never be separated. And I guess if you're going to be in this group that's in the group of darkness, then the scripture says that there's chains reserved for you there. Chains. And you won't be able to separate that. Okay, you just won't. You won't be able to figure out the riddle. The riddle is how you separate the two. Is that you accept that you don't want to be here, and you come into the light, and then you are separated from that, and then you live in this space, always knowing something, always being conscious of the truth, always allowing the light to come in, never having anything to hide anymore. That's a true riddle. Nobody has time for this stupid crap, these little games that people play, and all of that, because this is here. This is here. Okay, all right. So you're either going to have to make up your mind today what you're going to do, if it's possible for you, because there's consequences if you don't. People, there's consequences if you don't. You could dream and walk in a place of prosperity or not. I mean, you want to live like this, for your conscious state, for eternity like this, and never get out of that and be chained there? I don't think you want to. This heavy energy coming out for water and earth. Somebody did really been in the mind. Okay, about children and everything else. Let me see here. So we've got the moon of fear, right, is what it stated. Fear, or you're upright, righteous, and humble. Somebody's at a crossroad here. Somebody, because of death issues. The Four of Swords goes to death, or it goes to relaxing and resting after a broken heart, and understanding that you can tap into the spirit of truth where the sunlight is, and never be torn apart once you get into the light. I mean, you just really see which way to go. And at the top of the head space, we do have, you know, people thinking about communicating. There's 2 communication cards here, and maybe it's your children, maybe it's, you know, your siblings, your parents, whatever that is, and that's forgiveness cards at the top of the mind. And somebody's either afraid of that, of forgiveness. I don't know why. If you don't forgive, you're not going to be forgiven, and you're going to be hidden in a box for eternity, way down in the lower parts of the earth, and that's the way it works. So there's conflict going on. There's conflict going on. We got pages, new beginnings, okay? Some people already know about the deaths of the children. They already know about it. Do you want a victory? I mean, it's here. Show me the outcome. So we got 1 earth card here, and the moon will pull on the water, and here's water here and water here, and we got swords influencing with fire. Spirit is here, and somebody's at a crossroad. You're at a dilemma. What you gonna do? There's planning going on here in the now, because you can return and be forgiven. Show me the outcome, Jehovah. Show me the outcome. Show me the outcome. Thank you for the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, Jehovah, because you know everything. You know how to shove the devil right in his face. Show me the outcome for earth and water. Thank you. So we've got the 9 of Pentacles being very fruitful, being whole, okay? You can do you all by yourself. You don't need anybody. You got you and the Most High, okay? Or you can. If some people want to be with somebody, I guess you could, and go slow. You know, obviously you want to return and be with your family members. So for some people this is healing, okay? For some people, I guess if they want a relationship, that's up to you and the other person. We do have a heartbreak here that needs to be overcome, obviously, because there's been piercing stuff that's taken place here, people. Let me take some more words. There's been third-party outside influences, because some people think that there's a stupid competition. These people are nuts. These people have no understanding in them. The scripture tells us that. And let's go back to spirituality and stuff as well. We're supposed to be kings and priests and priestesses in the earth and things like that. This high volume of spirituality in the upright. This is fortunate energy here. Okay? When you learn how to marry the spirit, then as above, so below, some people will come together and do that if that's what the divine wants you to do, to be some type of influence in the earth. Some people can and will, and some people could take it or leave it or don't want to and still be fruitful there. It really doesn't matter. But what does matter is if you do hear the spirit of the living Elohim say, no, I either want you to stay this way, or I do want you to grow or marry. The key to it all is, people, is do what the Most High says to do. You do what the Most High says to do, and you can never go wrong. I don't care what the hardship is that you find yourself in. The people are working through what they would call karmic activity. Okay? We have love can build a bridge. Yes, love can build a bridge. You better hurry it up. We have scornful men bring a city into a snare, but wise men will turn away wrath. And we had somebody here just shaking and trembling out of fear and or anger there. Okay? Well, if you're going to be scornful, we know where you're going to go. We got the death here. If you're going to turn away wrath, we got the sun here. It's really your choice. You're either going to be an enemy, or you're going to be fresh and new and have a new beginning with them storks and be an inspiration to something. It's really your choice. It really, really is. I mean, you can do what you want. You got free will. What else you want to do? Jehovah, what else you want to do? Out here. Thank you. We got your grandchildren. Yes, and people, we already know that grandchildren have been sacrificed and died, and some people's grandchildren are still alive, and they need to respect their parents and their grandparents and make a thing right. If not, it's not good. It's really not good. Whatever that has been for any given person, your grandchildren are right here, so we got grandparents then as well. Okay? You always, and if they've passed on and things have happened, then they've happened. And nothing you can do about the past, the deception that was there, and the choices. Okay, the cycles of crap that's taken, but nothing you can do. It's time to get up, take the cups. It's time to graduate and come on up. It's time to let the sunshine in or go down to the earth, because we don't want you in it, because all you do is bring darkness. That's it. Good God. It says, I love you for who you are, and it's truthful. Well, that's beautiful for those of you who are going to turn around and take the cups and tell all these people to get the heck out of my way. You are nothing but a freaking disgrace. That's all you can do, is just sit there and fight and fight. You lost your ever-loving mind. You don't even know how to think straight, because you're playing stupid little masonry games that are just nothing but just stupid. I want to kiss you so bad is here. Well, some people want to kiss their family so bad, and some people can't because they're gone, and some people have accepted it because they're mature, and they know that some people who went on it, and are still living in the 5D and just passed over, they're there. Because we'll never die when we've forgiven and have received forgiveness, like I said at the beginning of this video. And so it's time to face what happened. It really is. If it's still possible for you, and only you know that. If you're sitting there going, I don't know what to do. Well, something's obviously on the inside of you to give you a chance to do something what's right. Just release, baby. Just release. Do whatever you're supposed to do. And the divine will literally bless you for that. Whatever this is for a given person. I know what's going on in the spirit, because I feel it, people. I feel it. I know when the divine is given download, and I know what he's already brought out today. So communicate. Get out of this stupid manipulation mode and magic mode, and let them people go to their dark abode, and let them be prominent there and do their own spells on each other, because that's what this crap is. Okay, this energy in the upright is somebody who can lead a clan. You got all that you need to get it done, and that is to heal your family, people. It is to heal your family, and if they were supposed to be in your family, then they will be here, and if not, well, then the divine seemed way down in somebody's heart, and they were never supposed to be there in the first place. There's thievery going on. Well, we already know that. So ceasing is here. Yes, it is here. So it's really up to you. What do you want to do? Because it's really your choice. You're going to be an enemy or not. You're going to be in the light or in the darkness. How are you going to do this riddle? What are you going to be separate? How are you going to separate the two? Up to you. Some of us already figured it out. Shalom.